How you guys doing?
Doing good. How you
Good,
doing?
good.
I'm good. Give me a crack. I guess for each of you, maybe Rocket could take it, and then you guys work your way across. Just how I know it's been a long camp, long summer, spring, all that stuff. Just how anxious you guys to play a game.
I can hear you. You gotta say that one more time.
Yeah, I guess it's been a long winter and spring and summer and camp and everything. Just how anxious are you guys to play a game? Maybe each of you could take that, starting with Rocket, and then you work your way across.
Yeah, well, it's gonna feel definitely different and way better since I don't gotta go against the defense every day.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. Excited. I mean, just going out there with my teammates and being around the fans and the atmosphere and game day feel and just the mindset and really see my teammates play ball. So I mean, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Excited. I'm ready to play against somebody else instead of the same people every day. So, I'm just, like KJ said, the atmosphere, there's nothing that could just compare to it. When you have all them people just yelling at you, wanting you to succeed and stuff like that. So I'm just ready for it.
And Zach, we hadn't talked to you during camp yet. Just how do you feel going into this season? You're obviously a veteran player. Just kind of what's your mindset and getting to play back home too.
Yeah, I know I do good. I mean, I do better every year. So I'm just, trying to do better than the last year. Going to War Memorial was the last time I'm gonna ever play there because, I played there since I was, pee-wee, middle school, high school, and college now. And it's the last time. So, I gotta make some shape, do some good, at least some memorable on the field.
Hey, thanks, guys. I might have another one, but I'll let Oliver work his way around.
Trey.
Yeah, Zach, I was wondering what you could tell me just about Western Carolina offense, what you see from those guys generally.
Yeah, the O-linemen, they're pretty big. I know they like to do a lot of stretch, so we need to work on that. They're all talented, and no matter who you go against is D1 football, they're all going to be big, talented, strong. So you just have to put as much effort into it as you would with Alabama or LSU or some other team like that.
Is it surprising to see an FCS team with such a big offensive line? I mean, they got 6'8", 6'6" guys up there.
Yeah, I was surprised. Like the first time they put up the scout report and the roster and stuff like that, I was like, dang, I was like, what? The 6'8", 300-something pounds? I said, okay. But yeah, I mean, you got to make it do what it do and play them like you play Alabama, LSU, stuff like that.
KJ, just kind of on the flip side, when you look at this defense, what do they like to do?
They like. I mean, from a standpoint, they like to. They play very hard. I mean, they play as a unit. They real tough guys on this side of the ball. Skilled athletes. They like to pressure a lot, but I mean, hey, I mean, it's football, so I mean, we just got to come up schematically wise and outsmart them and be more disciplined than them. They're a disciplined football team as well on the defense side of the ball. So, I mean, just coming in, I mean, it's all going to be about us. I mean, we got to focus on us and go out there and execute our game plan at a very high level.
What does that mean exactly for, focusing on you guys? I mean, like you look at Missouri State last year, you guys didn't play, very inspired starting off. You had to kind of get it together there. I think like 9 minutes to go, they had the lead on you guys. How do you avoid that kind of stuff when you are looking at, an FCS program and just kind of getting over that? It's got to be a bit of a hurdle.
Just coming out. I mean, just starting fast. I mean, that's the main thing. Is starting fast, getting out, jump on them early, kill their hope early. I mean, don't kill all that momentum. Try not to let them gain momentum or build confidence and knowing that they can play around with us or be in the game. So try to kill the hope early, jump on them quick. And when we say focus on ourselves, I mean the main thing doing the little details right, lining up, executing the plays, understanding what's going on, understanding down and distance, different intangible that's within the game that we got to be able to focus on and worry about us. So that's what we mean when we say we got to focus on Arkansas football.
Thanks, KJ.
Tom.
Hey, guys, I've got a few. Hey, Rocket, the efficiency of this offense, what do you expect from an efficiency standpoint in this new offense going into this season?
I know last year we wasn't a come out, first half type team. So I feel like what Coach E knows we're gonna have the plans for third downs and just last minute offense or 2 minutes, like stuff like that. So I definitely feel like he can down the road and starting with this first game, just come out fast with some plays we can execute.
Yeah, hey, same question, KJ. Sam Pittman talked to us all offseason about third down efficiency, goal to go stuff. How efficient maybe do you feel like you guys can be this season and change that around?
Very efficient, man. Like I said earlier, I mean, just focus on ourselves, on just being able to execute the game plan. I mean, everybody get in, understand that what we're going to run, the plays that we're going to call, the plays that Coach Eno's going to call in certain situations, and down the distance, what plays are we maybe thinking and stuff like that. So, I mean, just being able to just understand the game plan and me and Coach Enos on the same page and knowing that what he's going to call is going to benefit and help the team and keep the offense on the field.
Hey, Zach, this is the second year in a row. You guys have had a lot of transfer portal guys on defense and probably playing some important roles. What's the unity level been like in ingraining those guys into the system and having everybody, go in one direction?
Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty smooth. Like you said, it's not the first time. So, everybody's kind of pretty much used to it. We know what to do, know what to say, how to integrate them into the defense, integrate them into the D-line. So it really isn't that hard. With everybody leaving, there's always new personalities to fill in their spots, even though you miss them from the past. But, I feel like we mesh pretty well as a D-line. We have a lot of depth. We all like each other. So, when you like each other, you want to see each other succeed and stuff like that. So I feel like I'm just really excited for this year and what we all have to offer.
Okay. And just real quick, roster building since you guys have been in school is so different. It's because of the transfer portal, because of NIL and everything. And then you had the COVID year. How do you think Sam Pittman and his staff, KJ, have dealt with all this curveballs that he's had as a head coach?
I feel like they've kept a pretty good, steady mindset about everything as a staff and as our coaches. I mean, they want what's best for us, player-led team. So I feel like he brought in a staff that's willing to and sacrificed a lot for us to be able to be the best that we can be on the field and whether it's off the field, and teaching us how to be young men. So I feel like with all the roster build and all the different changes, I feel like they kept a steady mindset on knowing what pieces are valuable to us and pieces that we need to be able to succeed in a football season. So I feel like they did a really good job.
Thanks, KJ. Hey, Rocket, could you address that, what you've thought of roster building last couple of years, how that's gone?
Actually, I feel like it was good. Defense side of the ball and offense side of the ball with the receivers. The running backs that's ain't a change with that. But just from my freshman year to now, I feel like myself, I'm not used to new, and with sometimes when it comes down to having new, can benefit you, and I feel like that's benefiting us, and just new personalities, and with me being a leader and teaching the younger guys in my room and outside of my room as well. So I feel like the transfer portal was pretty good with the new guys coming in.
Thanks.
Jackson.
Hey guys, all three of you, I think, can answer this question. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Just, the season is here now. Do you guys the three of you feel a little bit any more added pressure this year compared to previous seasons? Just knowing that, I mean, there's a chance this is the final season for all three of you guys with the Arkansas football program.
I don't feel like it's no pressure at all. I mean, as long as we go out there and execute at a very high level, I mean, and then just be able to it's a game we love. I mean, we've been playing this game since we were little. So, I mean, there's no added pressure, no pressure upon us. I mean, I just feel like we just got to go out there, have fun, and then just let it loose. I mean, just play ball. At the end of the day, it's football. It's what you love to do. Just go out there, let it hang.
Zach, what do you think when you take a thought back to last year and then the roster that you guys have this year? What's the biggest case of optimism for the defense improving? What's the specific thing where you can look at and say, oh, we're going to be a lot better here, and that's going to make a huge difference?
Like I said, we have more depth. I feel like there's a lot more reliable people. I wouldn't say, last year they weren't reliable, but you always want to move forward and have better reliability. So I feel like that's something. Coach T. Will, he's an awesome spirit. He gets you fired up. He always has something right to say. I guess he is a little younger, and so like he always knows how to talk to us, kind of. And I feel like it just hits a different spot. The coaches too. You can see the coaches. They have something about them. I guess because of T. Will or something. They're a little fiery, but I like that, and that's what you need for a good defense.
And lastly for me, Raheem, I know we talked about this with you a little bit when we spoke in camp, but I'm just curious if you had a number in mind for your weight goal this offseason. I know you're at 242 now. Was that kind of the plan, or was there a number and you had to adjust before you kind of got into the offseason weight training thing?
I really didn't have a plan onto the weight thing, but me and Coach Stoddard talked about it, and he wanted me around the 235, 240 range because whenever I was at 246, I wasn't as moving as best, as I felt, and I feel like just starting with fall camp, it helped me to lose a little bit of weight and stay at that 240 to down to 235 range, and I feel way more comfortable with speed wise and just not being too much like too tired or whatnot.
And I know you guys don't try to probably stay away from any negativity on social media, but Raheem, have you seen any of the like rumblings about people asking if you can maintain your speed, from last year with some new weight or anything? And just what are your thoughts on that?
Nah, people always gonna have stuff to say, but that's not something I'm looking forward to. I'm definitely looking forward this season. I'm not worried about what nobody else say because at the end of the day, they're gonna have negative and good thoughts about me and my teammates. So I don't really look into that.
Appreciate it, guys.
Demetrius?
Yes, this is for all three of y'all. I just wanted to get y'all takes on the captains and what each captain brings to the table.
So I started off. So Rocket, I mean, like you said, very poised guy. Passionate about football, love football. You love to see his teammates. Just win and just succeed in every phase of life. Whether it's academically, off the field, on the field. He just always passionate and always willing to give advice if he can on anything that's going on in your life. You got Jeff Coat, who's a very passionate guy as well, very hungry, bringing that competitive edge and competitive spirit to everybody. And then you got Landon Jackson, who just he leads by example. He's one of the guys just put his head down and work. He's always doing the things correct. He's always even when he's wrong, he still want to help guys in the effort standpoint and leading and great attitude and bringing a great mindset to the practice or to the field or to the film room and things like that. And then you got Brady, who's a veteran guy who's been around, who knows what it takes, who knows what the trenches are like in the SEC, and one of those guys that's always giving advice and showing great leadership. And then you got Cam Little as well. Cam, everybody loves Cam. Just his attitude he brings, his personality. He's also a worker, a grinder. He's always trying to do what's best for the team and make sure everybody's on one accord and everybody's happy. So, the captains that we picked, I'm truly blessed and honored to be a captain and be a part of that group with those guys. And I'm looking forward to the season.
Otis?
Yeah, my question is for Zach real quick. Zach, there's been a lot of changes on defense, but usually the defensive back coach or defensive line coach. This year, Coach Adams is back. How pleased were you to have the same coach back again? And also, how do you like this newer defense? With Coach Williams and just the overall philosophy of the defense this year, but getting Deke back for another year for a change, you get to keep your coach.
Yeah, I was happy because, ever since I've been a freshman, I've had to, learn a new coach and a new coaching style. So going into my first year, with with the same coach for the second year, it's just, I was happy. I was fortunate because, when you start winning a little bit, ain't no reason to switch out the D-line coach. And the D-line, we did really good last year and we aimed to do better. But, yeah, like I said, I was really happy and that was something I didn't have to worry about. But, like you said, the defense in the new direction. I feel like the new direction is going good because with every new defensive coordinator, the defense is going to change regardless, even if you have the same players. But I feel like he's really learning how to accustom to all of us instead of trying to get us to force us to do something that each of us aren't really good at. He knows how to put people in the right spot in the right area to make plays, and so I'm happy and fortunate about that. Can't wait to see what happens for this year.
Hey, guys, thanks for the time.
Ethan?
Yeah, Rocket. Coach Bell for Western Carolina, he said that he heavily recruits Florida and actually knows your high school coach. I was wondering if you know anybody on that team over there at Western Carolina.
No, I don't.
Okay, and I guess only other thing I wanted to ask is I heard the word urgency got brought up a lot in practice today. How important is it, whenever you're playing a team like Western Carolina that some people could sleep on to bring that urgency still?
I feel like I always say, we last year I feel like we wasn't a first quarter, first half type team. So just not playing down to their level and just worrying about ourselves and executing as a team and just doing the things that we'll do against Alabama, LSU's, stuff like that. So really just coming out and just worrying about ourselves and executing. And I feel like that's gonna get us to the dub.
Tom.
Hey, I got two quick ones. Zach, somebody batted down the first pass of fastballs, and we thought it might be you, but I was blocked. Who got that?
Oh no, I don't think that was me. But honestly, I don't think know. I'm gonna have to watch the film and see. I didn't even know that.
KJ, who got it? Did you see? Morgan?
Jaden Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, Jaden Johnson got it. Okay, thanks. And Zach, historically, you're going to be playing on the first defensive staff at Arkansas that is all African American coaches. And I just wonder, just your thoughts about being part of that.
Yeah, that was amazing. Honestly, I didn't even realize it until people said something like a few weeks ago. I was like, "What?" Like I looked around, I said, "Dang, look at all black." Well, I mean, you're making history, so I'm glad to be a part of it. But I was definitely surprised because I didn't even notice. Like I said.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
All right, Bob, close it out.
Okay. Hey, I was wanting to ask all y'all about that's a good Southern term about Patrick Kudus. I guess first, KJ, how do you feel how he's done at tackle? How good do you feel? He's obviously a young guy, first time starter. How do you feel about having him out there at tackle protecting you?
Extremely confident in PK. I mean, he's came out each and every day. He's learning. He's eager to learn. He's brought a competitive edge to himself that he wants to get better. I mean, he knows that some areas that he can improve on. So he loves to focus on those areas where he's weak at to help strengthen them up. And going against guys like Zach and Jeff Code and that deep line that we have is just iron sharpening iron and just helping him build his game and his confidence up. So extremely proud of him, extremely confident in PK and just really see what he do Saturday.
Raka, what do you think about Patrick?
With him, I feel like he's definitely a guy that definitely a go-getter. I feel like whenever he pulling or whenever he blocking for a screen or whatnot is like the intensity he have. And not even just on the field, but off the field, he a funny guy. And what having him on offensive line is a blessing because he a crazy guy on offensive line as well. And always got to have somebody that's crazy on offensive line when it comes down to blocking and wanting to block.
And Zach, I don't know how much you've gone against Patrick in practice, but what have been your thoughts, going against him?
Well, he has quick feet, quick hands. He's strong. He doesn't act his age. Like he acts like a senior, like he's been there. So that's really good, especially going against him. That's pretty much all I have to say. I mean, he's doing really good. I'm really proud of him, to be honest.
Yeah, one more, KJ. This was in Arkansas's notes, about the captains. You're the second captain, to be a three-time captain, and the other guy was, I think his name was Herbert Fishback, 1895 to 1897. So even I think that's 126 years ago. What do you think about that?
19, he's 18. It's a blessing. I mean, it's a blessing. I mean, that's all I can say. I mean, it's a blessing to be able to be captain 3 years in a row. So I mean, just my teammates. I mean, they think very highly of me, and I don't take being a captain lightly at all. I embrace each and every day of it. I embrace the moment, live in the moment as well, and just like I said, just a blessing. I mean, that's all I can say.
And that was 1895 to 97, not 19, but 18. So
Yeah, I got you.
I'm good. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you.